250,000 miles from the Earth. They say it is very near the Earth and that the Sun is very far away.
Circumstances, it is now doubtful whether they are going to the moon.
Yes. Srila Prabhupada, in the newspaper yesterday, there was an article about New York City. The city government is going bankrupt because they have asked the president for $1,500 million emergency aid because of crime and dirtiness and noise. All the rich people are leaving New York and they can't get any taxes from the poor people, so they don't have money to pay to run the city.
Yeah. I've seen New York is very dilapidated. Many quarters. And especially Second Avenue, those are very dirty. On the Fifth Avenue, that Central Park is also very dirty. This civilization will collapse. It cannot be run on. Fourth class man, I tell, because it is conducted by the fourth class. Ask that gentleman why they are asking. Are they not fourth class men? They could not manage.
Man last night admitted. He said, now I must leave and do my fourth class activities.
Yes, that is fourth class. This is the proof. Fourth class man administering, just like misadministration, not immediately detected. After some time, when the case is unmanageable, it is detected. That's what fourth class man. Simply, these Western people, they know how to earn money by hook and crook. So long the money is there, it is covered, the fourth class. And when the money is finished, they are exposed, fourth class. They're simply covered by money. No social structure, no spiritual understanding, no character, nothing of this. Still, India is so fallen. to 95% people living husband and wife, very peaceful. And in the Western countries, after 6 months marriage, are they not fourth class? Even the husband and wife cannot continue peaceful life. What to speak of others? Now this rascal Jawaharlal Nehru has introduced divorce in the Hindu society. Otherwise, in the Hindu society, separation between husband and wife is not even dreamt of, that it cannot be. However, there may be quarrelsome, there is no question of separation. Husband and wife, they fight everywhere. I have seen my father and mother was fighting, I fought, but there is no question of separation. Separation is never, neither the husband can think of, neither the wife can think. In the life of Gandhi, there was fight between husband and wife, and Gandhi one day drove his wife, get out from my home. So she was put into the street and she began to cry. Where shall I go? Then Gandhi, come on. And then Chanakya Pandit said, Babharambe Lagukriya. The husband and wife may fight. It becomes a very serious thing, but don't take up it as serious. This is Hindu philosophy. Husband and wife quarrel should not be taken as very serious. They fight and then they live peacefully. Why? This divorce, the divorce means it kills the whole family life. The children goes away, the father goes away, the mother goes away. I've seen so many cases.
Just like that girl who came 2 days ago, that Indian girl. Her parents were separated. Now she's living thousands of miles away with some boy.
They are this part of India, the Fiji. They have learned the art of divorce.
They are very westernized.
Srila Prabhupada, how can the position be reconciled if in Krishna consciousness one of the two, the husband or the wife, wants to enjoy sense gratification but the other does not? Should there be separation then?
No. They should be trained. Sense enjoyment means not advance in Krishna consciousness. As soon as one is advancing in Krishna consciousness, his sense enjoyment spirit will be reduced. That is the test. Bhakti, Varshanubhava, Virakti, Annatosha. The test is how we are advancing in Krishna consciousness. With the proportionate diminishing of sense enjoyment. That is the test. cure of the disease means diminishing the fever temperature. This is the test.
What if that fever is not being diminished?
Then he should try to chant Hare Krishna mantra in of 16 rounds, 64 rounds. That is the way. 16 rounds is the minimum. Otherwise, Haridas Thakur was 300,000. So you have to increase. That is the only way. If one has got determination, he'll make progress without any. That determination is very difficult. That determination, I must be Krishna conscious, fully. That determination. Dhiravrata. So they have asked to the central government, federal government, help.
In New York, yes, they asked from the President Ford.
That is
And President
federal government.
Federal government, yes. And President Ford said no.
What's that?
Yeah, he said no. He said if I give New York money, then every city will come for money
Yeah,
when they have some trouble. He said, you made the trouble, now you work it out.
that's good answer. You fourth class man. You have created this situation. Now you save this situation.
They used to borrow money from the banks every year. The city government of New York used to borrow money from
Bank
the
has
banks.
refused.
Yes, they won't loan any more money because they know the tax money won't come in.
You see, because the bank is refusing loan to the municipal corporation, city corporation. They are not ready.
So that means the city will increase their taxes on the public.
But if the public is moving from the city, where is the source?
That's the big problem. All the rich people are living because they're getting so much tax and so many other problems. And big business also is leaving.
Where they are living?
Just to the suburbs, outside the city.
Oh.
Also, they move their headquarters to other cities, newer cities. Just like in Dallas, that area, Atlanta.
This artificial way of life will lead to such disasters. It is most artificial. It is not natural. This bus goes this way, I see every day vacant. No passenger. And still they have to run as scheduled. They cannot stop it. That means so much wastage. Not only bus, I have seen aeroplane from Nairobi to London, yes. We have 5 passengers, or 4 passengers. No, but 4. Huh?
4 or 3, maybe 3.
Yes. Such a big plane consuming so much petrol, bacon. No problem, etc.
Many times we have had that experience.
That is what is happening with these big planes. They're building these as big
747s.
what do you call them?
Can't remember the name. You mean the supersonic ones?
Yeah, the big jets. And no one can, there's not enough people to fly in them. Therefore they have to finish them, they have to scrap the big jets. They're not of any use. There's not enough people to fly. They're coming to the end of their technological research. Also in the cars, they cannot, there's one car, the Volkswagen, they cannot refine the body anymore, so now they're simply making the same car each year without any change in the design because they've reached the perfection of their design and they're not making any more advancement. They're coming to a halt.
When they will come to a halt to their sex design. They have designed so many ways, sex design. Who was telling me that some beach, all naked women are there.
Oh, yes. In Australia also. They reserve a certain beach for naked bathers.
This is also sex design. When it will come to end. He is meant for solving the problem. Huh?
Yeah. Usually those type of persons, they just study the problems. But
what is this study? Anyone can study. Just like we are doing. This is the most artificial studies.
But he's drawing a big salary for studying. He's getting a big research salary.
He's teaching others how to study the problems, but there's no solution. They have no solution, actually.
The solution is there. They won't take it. Solution is there. Let everyone produce your own food. There's so much land. Utilize it. The solution is there. No, they want to sit down on the table chair in a very nice compartment and making solutions. You won't go.
He was saying that your solution was too simple. He said the people will not accept it.
That is the simple. They will say it is Trinity. That is the only solution.
I think his solution...
According to the Vedic system, you cannot use anything which you cannot produce. Suppose this we are using, but according to the Vedic system, you should not use it, because I cannot produce it. Then the whole solution is there. Nobody will manufacture this because there is no customer. If I refuse this use of this machine, thinking that I cannot produce it, I should not use it, then where is the customer? The so-called industry will automatically stop and he has to go to the village for planning.
Some of the Orthodox hippies have this philosophy, and they reject all machines and things that they cannot
That is
make
natural.
themselves.
That is natural. Very good. But they are not led by good leader. Otherwise, next alternative is this, that you have to give up this artificial way of civilization. Now this land is vacant. You can produce so much food grains if it is utilized. Fruits, flour, vegetable, grains we can produce. This land is very good land for producing potato, watermelon. Very good land. But who is doing that? This is the suitable land for producing watermelon. And watermelon is such a nice thing in potato. You boil potato and take watermelon, your full meal is supplied. Very innocent and simple food.
In one science magazine they published recently, there's an article by a man who says we must eat meat because the plants don't have any fatty tissues for making brain tissue. So they say
your brain is causing disaster, still you are developing brain. Your brain is causing bankruptcy and still you want to develop this rubbish brain? Begging money to give us money so that we can maintain. And what is the use of this brain? Burn this brain. Advising that you better burn your brain so that you may not create any more disaster. To keep his brain, one animal must be sacrificed. And the brain work is this that they are creating. What is the use of this brain?
he says that the brain of man is bigger because man has been eating meat for so long.
The world is full of rascals and demons. And they are leaders. A blind man is leading other blind.
Instead of using the land to grow potatoes and watermelons, they're simply using it to build more offices for tables and chairs to study the situation.
Yeah. Time will be more dangerous in this Kali. People will starve. And they already begun. The hippies are going to the forest. This will be the whole world situation. Everything will be chaotic.
But if they actually go to the forest, then that will be
No,
one step.
it is disappointment. It is simply disappointment. That is not solution. But people will do that. When one is mad, he doesn't know what to do. Let me go to the forest. Achinna daridavina gachanti girikananam. It is said. Giri means mountain and kananam means forest. Giving us their hearth and home. They are already giving us the home, wife, children, and doing that.
Actually, in so many cases, the hippies, they went to the forest, and because there was no standard of spiritual life there, they became discouraged also. They ran into the same problems in the forest that they had in the cities.
Yeah.
So therefore, many of these communities that they started back in about 10 years ago, 1960s, they have all folded up because there was nothing to hold them together.
There is no engagement. Therefore, we are proposing that eat nicely, live nicely, and chant Hare Krishna. This is the engagement. They have no such engagement. How they live? Anandamaya Vyasa, every living entity wants some pleasure. But this pleasure is finished. Therefore, Adhata Brahma Jigyasa, now they seek, let them seek out pleasure from Brahma. So that they do not know. Now the situation is that no money is, then they will tax those who are living. They will be disturbed by taxation. Their mother means karo pirita. Karo means tax and pirita means disturbed. They will be left.
And they will also be forced out.
Yes. Such a huge city, if there is no money, they will tax those who are living there more and more. That is the only alternative. If you want actually peaceful life, then produce your own necessities of life and chant Hare Krishna and live peaceful. This is the only solution. There is no other solution. What is the use of running 50 miles by car to go to one's office and sit down in the office and make plan how to exploit others? This is the business. Make some plan, bluff people, advertisement, and money is done. This is the business. They are not giving anything, simply bluffing. That's a crossword. They are engaged in making solution. You know that crossword?
The crossword, you mean the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yes.
And the whole day they are making service. This is their means of earning money. I've seen it. He has taken that word very serious, fourth class. The whole civilization is condemned. They're producing fourth class men. And that's the fact.
The intelligent man will have to admit it.
Yeah.
With all the universities and high-class schools, they're simply producing
First class.
Yeah.
They're discussing in the university homosex. They are advanced. Advancement of education. You see. They're not even fourth class men, they're animals. Producing so many animals. Dogs and hogs. In the beginning, Sama, Dhamma. First two business. Control the sense and keep the mind undisturbed. That is the beginning. Now they are so much sexually disturbed. They're discussing the profit of homosexuality. Very first class man.
They say that homosex keeps the balance of things because
fourth class man can't say anything wrong there that we are not going to hear. The fourth class man's philosophy, we'll have to waste our time to hear them. That's not good. They are not even fourth class. They're animal class. Fourth class has got some position, but they are Naradhama, the lowest of the mankind. So, what is that philosophy and who is going to spoil his time to hear about their philosophy?
in that verse it says Jnanam Vijnanam Astikyam What is the difference between Jnanam and Vijnana?
Jnana means theoretical, Vijnana means practical.
Sankirtan movement is Vijnana.
Yeah. He is in good life, but sometimes he is attacked by the other two base qualities, passion and ignorance, when he falls down. Where there is chance of being contaminated, that is not pure goodness. Pure goodness is never contaminated. That is
So pure goodness means those 8 qualities mentioned in the Gita, but without any contamination of the lower qualities.
yeah. Material world, goodness is prone to be contaminated. In the spiritual world, the other two qualities, they are not existing. So there is no question of contamination. Here, all men are covered by these two base qualities, or man and animal everywhere, passion and ignorance. Therefore, first of all, they have to be brought to the platform of goodness. And if they can keep goodness uncontaminated, they transfer to the spiritual.
Just like you say, some of the devotees, they fall down, they are striving to be in the mode of goodness. If they're sincere, they still fall down?
If they're sincere, how they don't fall down? They're not sincere. Therefore they fall down.
Madhavisa Swami was telling us once that sincerity must be combined with spiritual strength.
Yes, spiritual strength means sincerity, and sincerity means spiritual strength. I promise before the fire, before the deity, before my spiritual master, that I shall observe the rules and regulations. And if I don't follow, then where is my sincerity?
But the devotees, they're trying to be in the mode of goodness. In the Bhagavad Gita...
Why is it trying? Then why do you take initiation and promise? You're trying, first of all, you be fixed up. Why do you cheat? Krishna, spiritual master, the fire. If you're not fixed up, you should not take initiation. Go on.
But in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks...
You can fall down unconsciously. But if you fall consciously, there is cheating. I do not want, I am trying to keep myself steady, but still if I fall, that is excuse. But if you purposely, just like the Christian atonement, they go to the church and admit, yes, I have done this sinful activity, so I pay you something, excuse. That is not sincerity. And again next week he does the same thing. That is not sincere.
What would an example of unconscious fall down be?
Unconscious fall down, that suppose I am prone to, I was very much fond of smoking, and I have given up. So in a society there is smoking, so I become induced, he offers me cigarette, and unconsciously I smoke. Then I must repent of what I have done. That is excuse. But if I secretly smoke and outwardly I show I am a devotee, then what is this? This is cheating.
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that sometimes the living entities are compelled to act because of lust,
Yeah.
even unwillingly.
That is unwillingly when it is done, that is excused. And willingly when it is done, it is cheating. That in America there was a moral rearmament movement. So it flourished for some days. That process was admission of sinful activities. That Christian method. So I'll admit that's all, again I do. Yes, I've done this. Then my all reaction is gone. Then again I do it. That is described in the Bhagavad, Kunjara Sauchava, the elephant's cleanliness. Elephants cleans very nicely in the water, and as soon as come on the land, they will take dust and throw. So what is the use of cleansing? It's Kunjara Sauchava. It cleans, again it becomes unclean. Then what is the use of cleaning?
Many devotees wish, now they have become devotees and have had so much bad training, they wish that they could have gone to Gurukula so they would not be so mistrained.
Srila Prabhupada, one boy in Sydney, he has been a devotee for a few years, 3 or 4 years, but now he has fallen away because of lusty association, I suppose, or bad association. So is this unwilling or willing? Because he's become attracted to women again.
That is one of the defects of our society, that women are there and one falls victim of this woman. And it is not possible to keep the society strictly for men. That is also. But actually, no man should lead in the temple. That is the
Srila Prabhupada, the Christians have one place for the women and another place for the men, but we find the women can't organize themselves very well, so it's difficult to organize something like that also.
Therefore, if we do not give up lusty desires, either we keep separately or together, they fall down like this. All these nuns, they are all complicated, although they live separately. There was a convent school in Calcutta, and it was detected. There, the headmistress was supplying women outside for business. Now one brahmacharini ashram started. This means that the authority of this ashram, they supply young women to richer class, and they give money. Business is like that.
Where is that ashram?
Brahmachari.
Oh, in Calcutta?
Yeah, not in India. There are many branches.
They call him Brahmacharini?
Yeah. Because nowadays almost every girl is unmarried. So they have devised this ashram. They come here and women can be sold at any cost. People are lusty. So one woman supplied, he pays 100 rupees, 200 rupees. Business.
They come for pilgrimage.
Huh?
They come for
No,
pilgrimage.
no. They will be sent to your house.
Oh,
Pay for it.
delivery.
Hotel. In the Kali Yuga, the sex impulse is so strong. But it is utilized in so many ways. The yogis, swamis, school, college, at the end, sex. That example, dog's tail. Whatever you do, greasing, the tail will be like this. I think it is sooner. It takes time, less than for going there?
Oh, I came a short way.
Oh, he came by this road.
Yes.